back at Bryce Canyon. I must have liked that rock. I made a bunch of slides of it. Some more of the Grand Canyon. This is front yard smoke rise, close up of the fence we had built, and we're back on the beach again with some more puppy dogs and pictures of Miss Charlotte. Two pretty puppies and a pretty woman too. Back in the backyard at Smoke Rise, there's a picture of the backyard and Scuppernong Arbor that we can't seem to get focused. Whoops. Looked like the slide projector about got away from me. Maybe I'll figure out in a minute. There's a good close-up of a good-looking woman. Looks good enough to eat. Panama City Ocean. I'll get it focused right in a minute, hopefully. There we are back in Smoke Rise, front yard. That was a pretty place. Another good picture of Coco and Candy and Miss Charlotte's legs on the beach. I think I got all these slides mixed up and out of order. When I scanned them, I wasn't too careful about getting them back in the right trays, I think. I just can't seem to get the ocean focused. There we go. We got it. We figured it out. Here's a good picture of Miss Charlotte, Panama City. Most of these were 1974, I believe. There's a good picture of Coco and Candy sitting in their little Datsun station wagon, wanting out. There they are on the front porch at Smoke Rise. in the front yard in smoke rise. Another good picture of the backyard of Smoke Rise, looking down into the hollow across over there to the garden. That kept me busy keeping that place up. Now we're back at the beach again. There's a good close-up of Coco wanting out of that car. Another good picture of the beach and the palm tree out there on it. Hadn't seen any of the last times we were down there. This would have been in 1974, I believe. And we had a nice new Chevelle, and there's Miss Charlotte and those bell-bottom pants. Mid-70s were something else. She was a good-looking woman, though. That was a good-looking car. We kept that car to the gasoline jumped up to about 50 cents a gallon. We traded that in and got the Datsun station wagon. Not a good thing. Back on the beach again. Good looking woman coming up there where I'm at. There's Connie and Dawn and Charlotte sitting on the beach. We all went down there that year together. Had a good time. Good picture of the ocean. There I am with my two kids, Coco and Candy. They favor me a little bit, especially Coco. There's Miss Charlotte, I think, or it could be Connie laying on the beach catching a few rays. I believe I see Charlotte and Dawn down playing in the water. Yeah, that's Charlotte and Dawn playing in the water. Good picture of the ocean. Yeah, now they all coming up and get on the blanket together. Sure wished I'd had telephoto lens so I could have got a little closer picture of them. Good picture of the ocean and sky. Now this is my dad's garden over at Gray Hill. He had one or two good gardens over there before he died that year, or up until that time, and he died that year. Me and my little brother truck farmed it one summer down there. This is a picture of my mother's relatives. There's cousin Bill on the left, his wife Shirley, Aunt Ida, Sandy, which is Polly's daughter. Polly's right behind her. Is Uncle Ben, Polly's husband. There's Uncle Grady and his boy John. And I'm not sure who the lady is next to Sandy. One of their Mitchell relatives, I expect. Same group of folks. Here's a good picture of Aunt Willie, Uncle Grady's wife. We were all down at grandmother's for her birthday, I think. There's a good shot of Aunt Teen, Aunt Eunice, and Mother in the background. Uncle Grady and Uncle Rother in the foreground, the 5 children. All of them are dead now except Uncle Grady. There's Uncle Grady's son John, and then there's Uncle Ben. He's dead. Polly's first husband. There's Uncle Grady on the left and Uncle Rother on the right. Another picture of Dad's garden over in Gray Hill. He never was much about farming, but there towards the end he did. There's Aunt Teen's youngest son, Stephen, and his wife and little boy. They're out in Austin, Texas. There's a good picture of Sandy and Uncle Rother and Mother on the left. At grandmother's house, I was having either a birthday party for or either a family reunion. There's a picture of Mother and grandmother, and there's Aunt Eunice on the left. Uncle Rother. There's Aunt Teen. It's a good picture of Jennifer and Wendy, her daughter, and grandmother Harrison. And Aunt Eunice sitting there grinning like a chessy cat. Sure miss her. It's Uncle Rother and one of Polly's younger daughters. It's a good picture of Aunt Eunice, grandmother, and Uncle Rother. Aunt Ida. There's a good picture of Miss Charlotte in the left-hand corner. I'll get on down there and get it focused in on her, which I didn't. There's a good picture of the 5 children again, Aunt Teen, Aunt Eunice, Mother, Uncle Grady, and Uncle Rother. Another picture of Stephen and his wife and baby. There's Uncle Ben teasing Cousin Bill's daughter. having him a good cigar while he's doing it. There's Cindy and her son, St. Teen's daughter. That's either Connie or one of Aunt Polly's daughters. There's Connie. I don't know. I can't remember the other sweet thing's name right now. There's Stephen's wife again. Sure wish I could remember her name. Stevie standing there next to her. There's Aunt Teen, Aunt Eunice, and Mother again. Sure miss all three of them. There's Aunt Teen holding her two grandbabies, Cindy's little boy and Stephen's little boy or little girl. Not sure. Another picture of Dad's garden over in Gray Hill. There's a picture of Miss Dawn, not a very good one, but didn't have a flash with that 35mm. There's a Christmas tree, Mother's, I think. Here's a good picture of Beth and George Jr., my brother's children. They all live in Austin, Texas, where he does now. Or Round Rock, I should say, in the neighborhood. There's a picture of Brian, Menelau's oldest boy, who is dead now, died 2 years ago. Good picture of Beth and her baby doll. There's a good picture of, I think, Dawn again. Yeah, that's Dawn. There's Dawn and her Raggedy Ann baby doll. That's a picture I took at Smith Lake back in my boating days, which they didn't last long. A few trips up there, and I sold it. There's a good picture of Grandmother Harrison at Mother's at Christmas time. Another picture of Miss Dawn. And we're not sure who the lovely lady is there with Dawn. I think it's Charlotte, but she says it's not, but I think it is. But anyway, that's Dawn and some lovely lady. Oh, there's Miss Dawn tearing into something. And there's Van, and I'm not sure if that's Carolyn, his first wife, or Brenda, his second wife. Not a very good picture of her, but I know that's Van. There's Linda, George's wife. That may be Brenda, Pan's second wife. There's Sandy, Menelau's husband, ex-husband now. She divorced him a few years back.